So, hello everyone. With me today, I have Carlos from Liberty Bankers, and we're going to talk a little bit about their Med Sup program, some of the highlights. So, some questions I have for you, Carlos, is first off, I want to talk about who Liberty Bankers is as an insurance provider. When did you folks start out, and who are you associated with?
Yeah, it's a great question. Thanks, Tyler. Thanks for having me on here. I wanted to go ahead and just start off with Liberty Bankers Insurance Group. We have been around for honestly for a while. We date back all the way from 1906, and we started off with a company, just a small company out of Colorado, and we've expanded now to three separate companies within our insurance group. We have American Benefit Life, we have Capital Life, and we have Liberty Bankers Life. Now, the associations that we currently have through our TPA, one is Aetna. So whenever any customers or agents have, they will be reaching out to the customer service team. If it's not myself or it's not any of the people on my team, it will be one of the representatives over at Aetna. And they are a great company to work with.
Awesome. Well, thanks for that. And of course, we all know who Aetna is. So, yes, they have great customer service. How long in the Medicare space have you been, and how have you grown to adapt to the current market?
Yeah, it's also a great question there. So we launched our first, we kind of introduced ourselves into the Medicare space back in 2019. So that was about 9 years ago now. And we definitely have been taking a look at innovation and just really making things affordable for the agents and clients out there. And we want to make sure that we're providing a very wide variety of different products throughout the three companies that we do have. But we're definitely keep growing and we want to definitely expand the market as we see the uptake and where the market's heading. And we want to be a part of that growth with everybody.
Now, as we know in the space, stability is a key factor in plan selection. So, how have your rates been for Medicare supplements historically?
Yeah. So we started off with Capital Life, and I know now that there's a little bit of confusion. We're heading into American Benefit Life for our Medicare supplement plans. And during our Capital Life, we have been seeing about an increase around 5 to 8%. It's about the industry average that we've been seeing, but that has been around for 5 years. That is where we are now pushing American Benefit Life, which was launched back in 2021. And we've only had one rate increase, and it was actually in Michigan. I did a little bit of research. It was right at 2%, just depending on the plans offered. That's why we definitely like working with the agents to make sure that they have all the information and they are up to date with all the plans that we are releasing.
Excellent. So, there's definitely some stability there and some consistency.
Yes,
So,
definitely.
yeah, and that's great and important in the med sub space. So let's talk about the underwriting capabilities of Capital Life, which have always impressed me and highly. So why don't you talk about in your own words the instantaneous practically underwriting?
Yeah. No, also a great one. One of the biggest things that we definitely pride ourselves in is we actually were a recipient. We won the 2023 Stevie Award for our integration with technology and making on the spot underwriting. Now, this is huge because you will be able to get a fully underwritten decision in under 3 minutes without having to actually talk to anybody over the phone or actually having to reach out to anybody. So, if any agents are just working on the weekends or just working late at night, I know how those late appointments can go. So we have definitely made it so our big key for our highlight for our underwriting process is that we have made it very fast and simple. Actually, let me start over there. I want to mess up there a little bit, so actually I'll re-answer that. So go ahead and ask that question again.
So let's talk and highlight your underwriting capabilities, which have always impressed me as an individual and agent.
Yeah, no, great question. Now, I definitely want to highlight, and I know that might not be known out there as we are a smaller company out in the market, is that we were actually in 2023, we won the Stevie Award for on the spot underwriting, and it is fully on your phone, on your computer, and they're actually able to get a fully underwritten decision with under 3 minutes. We have made it very simple and we're streamlining this for agents just to make this very user friendly so that way no agents have to be waiting for any underwriter or trying to get a hold of anybody to actually be able to speak to anybody on the phone. Now, this has made it very simple to make everything just very electronic. But if anything does pop up and there are any issues and they have questions, they can just reach out to us and we can always assist them through it. But we definitely take innovation to a big part of our path through this field. And that's why we focus on continuing to make the lives easier for agents and just wanting to make sure that everything is as simple as possible.
Awesome and simple is success, in my opinion. So
It is.
that's great, and that's fantastic underwriting capabilities.
Yeah.
In my own personal opinion, customer service is essential to active policies. So, what is your standard of service for agents and clients? What do agents have to look forward to working with you regarding response time and servicing? I know we touched on this just a hint, but if we could do a little bit of a deeper dive into that, it's very important.
Yeah, no, definitely one of the biggest important things out there. I know that when it comes to being an agent, that you want to make sure that you have those answers. And time is money, in my opinion. Time is going to be making that sale, or it's going to be
It
having
sure is,
that
yeah.
client in front of you, being confident in what you're selling and what you're talking about. So just on top of having Aetna as our TPA, and on top of you guys over there at IAD, we give our cell numbers out to you guys there at the office as well as to any agents that run into any issues. There's three national sales managers. Obviously, we can't handle the influx of all the agents, but we definitely try. Now, they can send us a text message, they can give us a call, send us an email. It's all linked to our cell phones. That way, if any of the other avenues are blocked for them, they reach out directly to us. Usually, we can respond to them within about 20 minutes, as long as one of us isn't in the middle of a presentation, and we make it a priority to make sure that our agents are helped no matter what time it is. We have a terrible, not excuse when it comes to this, but we love working after hours. So if anyone has questions and we see something pop up on our cell phones, I know all of us are always on there trying to make sure that the experience for that agent is as simple and as easy as possible so they have a great experience with us.
Yeah, and that's great. That's something we value here at ID. You nail it on the head. Time is money. So we also try to get back to people in the same amount of time, very reasonable time frame. And I can speak from experience with working with yourself and Marianne over there at Liberty Bankers that the response time is very, very efficient on your end. At any time I've asked a question, I get it same day. Usually within an hour, I get the answer. So that's very important.
Hey, I
And
appreciate
uh,
that.
yeah, and I'd like to ask you if you offer any incentives as a carrier, any trips, anything exciting going on for agents?
Yeah, so we definitely do have different incentives that go on throughout the year. So we definitely want everyone to keep posted on our LinkedIn or just on their emails. We release different incentives throughout the year. But our biggest one that we are actually going to be releasing, or is actually already out there and it's live currently. Now, this is very big, especially in the market, is we are having an incentive out to the Czech Republic, to Prague. It is going to be in, I want to say July. I don't have the exact details in front of me. But one thing that does make it really exciting for us as a carrier as well as agents is we have made our insurance group just a one-stop shop across all product lines, whether it be life, whether it be annuities, med subs, or supplemental health. And the best thing about it is all those products, you actually get credits. No matter which product you sell, they all go towards that one trip for that agent. And we have seen that being a very big selling point or just a very big excitement point when it comes to agents because all of the things that they are currently selling will go to one trip instead of working on individual little ones for different groups.
That's awesome. That falls under one umbrella. A lot of carriers don't do that, and I'm happy that Liberty Bankers does. So, that pretty much covers the questions I had for Med Sup. However, Liberty Bankers, like you said, is such a holistic carrier, has so many different facets. What's exciting on the horizon for Liberty Bankers here?
Yeah, no. So actually, starting in March 4th, we are super excited to be launching our new Plus Series products for our supplemental health. Now, we know we have released our hospital indemnity plan in Michigan, and it has been doing great. Just because of the rise in Medicare Advantage plans being sold in Michigan, we have created a new product that is very competitive. We are, honestly, I want to say we're one of the cheapest in Michigan on the rates that I was just taking a look at. We pay very well on it, and the plans are so robust. Now, one of the biggest things that I want to really highlight on a lot of these plans that we have made it to really just show that we truly care and we want it for agents to have as selling points is that we have we have involved two different riders in there. One being a pet boarding for any agent or any agents that have any clients that go to the hospital and have those little love Fido dogs at home, the Sparkies, whatever they love at home, whether it be a goldfish. I don't know why you would board a goldfish, but you know how it goes. You don't want to leave your neighbor in trust of feeding and walking your dog, and you want to have that peace of mind. So we have included some riders just like that to make life simple and easy for the consumers out there, and just to give them a peace of mind.
That's awesome, and that's very important. I've always been a dog guy. I've always loved animals. So if I went to the hospital, I would want someone looking after my dog. That's like my
Oh,
best
yeah,
friend in the plan. So that's awesome. I've never heard of anything like that before. So that's great.
yeah.
Uh, Now we're going to dive more in depth on some ancillary products and the new exciting lines. March 15th. with Liberty Bankers. So make sure to register for that if you're an agent watching this video. That's going to be full of information and product demo of these robust plans. And I've seen a sneak peek at some of these myself, and I'm very impressed. So I encourage all of you to attend. And with that, that was Carlos from Liberty Bankers. And thanks for tuning in, and hope you have a great day.